Bella, you're gonna fall. Bella. Oh no. Bella. Bella. Hey, baby. Come here. Don't fall down. Come here. Bella. Bella, Bella.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't even think about it. That's a picture that was from my dad's house a long time ago. I'll try to get her out of it. I'm sorry. It's a good thing we all know what bodies look like, right? Hello. I can't make this stand. Sorry, Leroni. I don't know how to say your name. I didn't mean to be offensive with the picture. I didn't even know channels could be marked for indecency. Is that a thing? Here just feels so lonely. How I'm feeling. It's frustrating. Hi, Jay. I'm just trying to calm myself. That's sweet. Thanks. Okay, I won't. I'll be here. Drive safely. You shouldn't be on lives if you're driving. Don't crash. Dun, 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 dun. There, I did a poll if anyone wants to answer. Trying to make it to where that painting is not in the picture because she's naked. I don't see her.
You good, Shabby?
Banter. My dog is dreaming. I can't see the screen as far away. Hello. 8 people. 4 people. Hello, Mike. How are you? You might be loud on this video because of my fan I have on, but sorry. I'm okay. It's been a day. Emotional. All my favorite people I watch live at night are already off, so I was feeling pretty down. So I thought I would make a video and just be with people if they wanted to pop in and say hi. Good dog. I should have this closer so I can read. I'm trying to be a sleepy person, but my mind is racing, so there's that. It's hard to calm down. Oh, thanks, Mike. That's nice. I can't see your picture, so I don't know what you look like. I can't compliment you back. I like your name, though. Why am I alone? Oh, because I am. I usually am alone. I mean, I live with my daughter. She's 20, but I'm not around her all the time. She's already asleep. We spent the day together. It was nice. But now I'm alone with my thoughts. So, you know how that can be sometimes, I'm sure. Hi, Jay. Welcome back. Hope your drive was safe, uneventful. Thank you. Oh, man. Oh, you can't hear me? I'm sorry. I know I have the air cleaner on and it's loud. Shoot. I don't, there's probably nothing else I can do. Sorry. If I didn't have it on, you'd hear my dog snoring. Is that better for sound? I shut that fan off. Drinking and driving? No, I do not love it. It's not good. Nestor. Might I say you have a quiet night until I showed? Oh, okay. Nestor's correct. But no, Nestor, drinking and driving is bad. Don't do it. You should not gamble with your life and other people's lives like that. She's not gonna let you hit, bro. Slang is funny, isn't it? Oh, people actually voted. Okay, cool. Thank you, guys. Am I depressed, Wendigo? Yes. I struggle with depression. It's pretty bad today. Tonight. Sometimes there's a switch that happens and I have to really fight that. Like today I had therapy and I talked about really hard situation and trying to process and go through that and kind of let go. So it was a big day for that. So tonight, yeah, I'm just kind of spinning in my head a little bit. So people can't tell. I'm not born a woman. I am as much a woman as you. I am the better version. I mean, getting periods and pregnant is part of being a woman, but it is a flex if you can say you don't get that, because this is very hard to deal with. Drinking and driving is awful. Yes, Mike, I agree. This one's eyes are on fire. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys. You're silly. Wendigo, thank you. Yeah, and it's not even so much overcome. Like, anyone that struggles will tell you it never goes away. It just lessens or it gets worse. So it's based on what's going on in your life. That's what makes it worse or not as bad. But yeah, I appreciate your kind words. Thank you. I just have to keep going through it. Like my counselor said, I have the knowledge and I have the awareness to calm myself and to focus myself. So she gave me an exercise I can do if I feel like I'm being emotional over something. Like, usually it's stuff I have to do. It triggers me. So it could be I'm thinking about a bill that I've been avoiding or something. But yeah, she gave me an exercise to do it's called Tap It Out. You get into a quiet place and you sit with yourself. And to me, it's kind of like being, like as if I was with a parent, right? You know, if I could go back to being a small child and if my mom would maybe calm me down and talk me through something that was scary. And so the goal is to get me to be able to do that by myself and to, you know, comfort myself when things are big and scary. So, yeah. So I have something that I can work on at home now with the things in between our sessions. So, because I can't have counseling every single day. Oh my gosh, Jay, I am not. Nice chest. Oh, thank you. I grew it myself. Shout out to Dubois. Dubois? Is that how you say it? Dubois? Dubois? Oh, you still can't hear me? Can you hear me at all? Seriously? Well, I do have my phone charging. Could that be a thing? Is that better? Can you hear? Hello, let me know if there is sound. Please. That would suck if I had no sound. Come to Dubai, Hababi. I don't know what Hababi is. Is that like baby? Hababi. Jay is gonna make me throw up for real. I know, he's really laying it on thick. Jay doesn't think anyone's ever talked to me like that before, so he doesn't know. You can hear me? Okay, thank you. Yes, Nestor, what's your advice? Oh, Hababi is dear. Okay, I like that. You can call me dear. What's your advice, or what's your question, Nestor? Did you comment that on one of my videos, Wendigo? Because somebody just commented that the other day, and I laughed. I thought that was cool. Jay. Yeah, Jay, I recognize you, okay? I know your type. I know, I get it. It's okay though. But I am happy you're here to watch me in my live, okay? Oh, okay. Yeah, because somebody commented on one of my videos like 2 days ago and said, "You remind me of my teacher." And I commented back and said, "Have you watched any of my other videos?" And they just said, like, haha, yes. So, but they didn't mean it in a bad way. I thought that's kind of weird. You said that too. Mike, yeah, it happens. It happens. I was a waitress, so it was like really hard there. Waitressing wasn't so bad, but when I bartended, it was like, yeah, it was a lot. Which isn't bad. It's just bad if somebody's not like if somebody's really pursuing you and you're not interested and they're not getting those, you know, signals that you're not interested, that's when it can be bad. 25 years old. And there's this woman who does YouTube lives. Name is Panda Mama. Shut up, Nest. You're such a ding dong. I was totally falling for it. And if you're only 25, you are way too young, honey. It's like, no. You got me. You got me really good. I was ready to give you like serious advice. I was ready to look up this person's channel and everything. Hi. Hi, Chatpat. Cat's here. Is you pretty if you want to come on camera? Come on, baby. You hungry? What, sweetheart? Sorry, I'm petting my cat. I woke her up, so she's here. What's my favorite animal? I always say panda, but I also cats. So, like, I grew up with the nickname Panda because of my name, and like, but honestly, my favorite companions are cats. And I think if I could be a cat, I would like that very much. Speaking of which, here's Chatty. Baby. He's my baby. Wendigo, what's your favorite animal? I hope you can hear me. Wendigo, what is your favorite animal? You want to get that?
turkey. You sit. You sit, girl. That's Bud. All right, you ready? You want to get down?
She's my old cat. Alright, let me catch up on these. Nestor, I still can't believe you, Turkey. You got me. Yeah, it's a girl that's chatty. She's a minx. She has no tail. Hyena, that's your favorite? Nestor. Is yours really a panda, or are you just saying that because I see that little winky face? Hyenas are alligators. That's so interesting, Wendigo. It's so unique. Mike. And then this person said Rusty Keys said hyenas too. That's cool. It's interesting. I really don't know much about hyenas, so that would be something interesting to focus on and learn about. She's mine. You stay away from her. I like that song. I know it's not perfect how that goes. Wait, are you a Therian? I don't believe I'm a Therian, but I would. I think if I was born now and it was so talked about that I would have been, yes. Like if I was young, I definitely would have been into it. But yeah, I don't know. I talk with my daughter a lot. She believes that heavily that we are reincarnated. So, she really believes that some of our companions are probably have been with us over and over in different lives. And we've had some very interesting talks about that. So, and, if that's the case, I feel like everyone could identify with being a Therian if they actually opened up their mind to that. But it takes a lot to consider and think about. My dad was a Therian, even though he didn't know what that was, but he believed he had that he had the heart of a unicorn and that he was a wolf in physical form. So he believed in the spirituality aspect of it too, and he very much believed that and talked to us so much when we were young about it. So it's very interesting to think, you know, that my dad is a Therian, but he really was. But he's passed away now. Slay, so am I. That's cool. Yeah, I definitely support Therians because, um, I don't know, there's no reason not to for me, and I I get really frustrated with people hating on special interest groups and things like that just to do it, just because they're sick of hearing about it. They go on people's pages and just tear them down and call them freaks and act like they're, so much better than them. But these are people who are just trying to live a good life and they're trying to be with nature. And I love nature, and nature is a big part of my life. So I'm never going to tear down somebody who wants to frolic in a field or act like an animal, because it's just imagining and getting into connection with that part of yourself. And I think it's comical because the people that are bitching about therians and furries, like, we all grew up on Disney movies, and in all of those movies, the animals talk. They wear clothes. They interact with the main characters and they're best friends with them. And so now, like, that people actually want to act that out, we're going to sit there and criticize them and call them freaks. That's not how that works. Like, it's so stupid. And hopefully y'all can hear me talking. I feel like Jay left because he's very quiet. I might have pissed him off. I'm sorry, Jay. I don't mean to make you mad. That's your favorite song, too. It is not. But thank you. I do like to sing, so thanks. That's sweet. Nestor is Mexican. Okay. Do you know what therian means, Nestor? And that's not like in a shitty way. I just wondered if you knew what it meant. Viharish. Viharish. Hello. I know, right. Did you know that Finland is the happiest country in Europe? Oh, that's cool. Is that where you're from? I like kitties. All right, Panda Mommy, I'm out of here with you well on your travels through this universe. Take care, y'all. Okay, Nestor. Thanks. Maybe if I go live again like this, you'll come back. I don't know. You're welcome. I like how therian anthropy can be explained and expressed in so many ways, not just one. Mike can still hear me. Thank you, Mike. You're my favorite person now. Aw, thanks, Wendigo. April, we're here and we can hear. Thank you, April. Rupesh Shah. I don't know how to say your name. I'm sorry. Hi. Mike, where are you from? I am in Ohio, USA. Rupesh says, how are you? I'm okay. How are you tonight? It's nice that people are here. It's nice. See, when I'm social, definitely helps me get distracted from being stuck in my head with my thoughts. Mike, where are you from? Rusty Key says, excuse me, I'm going to head out and explore all our other... All right, that's fine. Thanks for stopping in, Rusty Keys. Bye-bye. Alone. Oh, hi, Alone. I bet I know the answer to the poll. Maybe I don't. Maybe you like being alone. I'm still here. That's my name, so... It's funny when I go into people's chats and they want to acknowledge me and they read my name and they laugh because they don't know if they should really read it because they're calling me I'm still here. Some people do it, they don't care, and some people are like embarrassed because of it. It's just one of those nights where I know I'm not going to go to sleep for a while because my head is spinning. Ontario, Canada. Okay. I like Canada. It's very pretty. Fireplace Gaming. What is your name? Amanda. Rupesh. What is your country name? USA. Do you know the singer Duster or Alex G? Alex G sounds familiar, but maybe not. I think you are feeling alone without me. Oh, alone. You're going to be classified with J. Okay. Just ask Mike, because now Jay is silent. He's not here, and I don't know. He might have went on down the road. I don't know. Fireplace Gaming. Hi. Gurav. Did I say it right? Gurav. Okay, cool. Nice to meet you, Gurav. I'll try to remember that. Dare I ask if you're a Trump girl or Harris? I support Trump out of necessity because I absolutely cannot stand Biden Harris. I do. I accept Trump and his flaws because I know that I trust that he will run the country 10 times better again in his second term. And that's the truth. If Harris would have been more, if she would be more forthcoming about her policies and everything that she plans on doing, it would be different. But it's been so twisted and dumb. And like, who's running our country right now? Who's in charge? Biden is not capable. And the 25th Amendment should have happened like this, the switching of power. It should have happened by now. And it should have happened immediately when he dropped out of the race. But that has not happened, and that's concerning. They just took over the government, and nobody has done shit about it. So, okay, bye-bye. Bye, Gurav. Have a good day. What about me, you, Mike? What do you support? How's go your day? How's go your today? Oh, look at the little cat in the box. That's cute. I don't know how you did that. Is that a regular emoji? Corporations are running out countries. I don't know what that means. Alone, my day is okay. I'm trying to get myself to sleep. It was an emotional day today. It's the emoji. Can you put on? You can put on the live streams. Oh, okay, cool. Our corporations are running. Oh, corporations are running our country. There's a lot wrong with our country. And it's not just corporations. It's a lot. And honestly, if you look at the whole world, the fact that everything that happens is because of money is disgusting. And that's what the things that I hope change, because there's so much being wasted and so many people like in high places in politics just leeching off of the American people, and they feel entitled as a politician. And it's stupid because they have been elected. Like, the people have chosen to put them there. The people can make them leave, and they should never feel entitled. They should feel privileged to represent the American people and their constituents, but they should never have that arrogance. And that's what's wrong to me in politics. And that's what I'm hoping will change when Trump gets back in office. Because I know it won't change if it's Harris and Biden. It'll get 10 times worse. It'll be terrible. And the reason, if you look at the reason why they went after Trump so hard, is, I don't know if you remember, his main motto slogan was "drain the swamp," and his reference to what was the swamp. What was that? He was announcing to the world that he was going to go after crooked politicians, and they were shaking in their boots. And they have been ever since. They started that before he was elected. They tried so hard to get him to not be in office, and then when he was in office, they were just like living in fear of being found out about the corruption and everything. So that's why he has been so attacked. And it's not just your regular politician that is down by, your courthouse in town. These are the big politicians, the one that have been, you know, enmeshed in this system of corruption for so long. Like, these are, like, he's going against the big guys. And I've always craved that. I've always wanted that. I've always, like, taught myself about the conspiracy of money and the things like that, and watched those crazy ass movies and documentaries and shit, because that stuff wouldn't exist if it wasn't true. And the fact that there are certain powers that run this whole world because they're so rich, that's disgusting to me. So yes, I would love to see some people come down. And if it takes down someone like Trump, if it comes out that he was fucking around with stuff with like Epstein and all that, and that was true, well, then he'll have to pay his share too. And I'll be fine with that. I'll be cool with it. Because if he did, then he deserves that too. Hi, I'm back. Oh, okay. Hi, welcome back. Why do they trade paper money when they can just trade items? I don't know. Like, they try to do away with coins too. They don't want coins anymore. They want it to be paper. And now that it's turning into cryptocurrency, that's what they want, because then no one will have anything. Like, it'll be nothing physical in your hands, so they can just do whatever they want. I like how Trump is going to get Elon Musk to help during this month. Me too. You are on Instagram or Facebook? Alone, I am not. I got rid of those last year. I said bye-bye to this social media. This is all I have. And it's fine. No, I've been trying to grow my channel since January. And I've done pretty good, I think. For what I started out with. Like, everyone starts out with no subscribers, so I have 1.46, so that's nice, I don't know how many people actually tune into me that are my subscribers, because I can kind of tell in the YouTube studio, but every time, like, the statistics, I'll look and it'll say subscribers that look or new people, and it's always really high on the new people. Like, I don't think my subscribers are really, I don't know. I don't think they really come to my channel very much. But it's okay. Fireplace Gaming. I need to remember your first name. Gurav. Gurav. Do you really like how he's going to get Elon Musk to help? Well, pretty lady, I better go to sleep. 6 o'clock comes early. Okay. Thanks, Mike, for hanging out. You can subscribe if you want and get notified next time I do something like this. I've never done a live just laying in my room before, so I kind of always feel like I have to have something to do a live. Like, I have to perform, right? Like I usually do them when I'm cooking, or, oh God, like the one I did last week when I was walking and it was freaking atrocious. So bad. I bought this thing to put on my chest to walk, and it was so loose and stupid. So the whole video is shaky. It's awful. I should just delete that one. Did you know that hyenas sometimes after they eat the corpses inside, they start to live? Oh, I didn't know that, Wendigo. Is that why you like them? For that reason? Or is that just a cool thing that you like to know about them? It's been interesting, Mike. Is that good? That's kind of a... I don't like that sentence. Do you like anime movies? Kind of. So my daughter kind of got me into anime. Last year we watched some My Hero Academia together. So I watched maybe half of the first season, I think. I don't know how many episodes we watched. I liked it. I really enjoyed it. And then I started ripping the living room apart, so the TV left, and I haven't watched it with them since. But I know a lot about that movie. I think I do. Just from them talking. And then I don't know that we've watched any other anime. But they play games. So they play Genshin Impact. And that's a huge part of their everyday thing. So we have a lot of conversations about that too. And trying to think of what else. See, I don't even think Genshin's not considered anime. It's just a game. Yes, it's good, Mike. Okay, thanks, Mike. I hope you have a good day at work at 6 o'clock in the morning. That sucks. I don't think I could work in a morning job like that. I really respect people that do that, so You're a good man, Mike. Yeah, Wendigo, are you gonna answer me about the hyena thing? Because that's kind of like a weird flex to drop and then not answer. Possums do that. I know that. A possum will live inside of a corpse if they have to. I've heard that before. Around here, and Ohio has a lot of possums. And they're marsupials. So they have a pouch. That's where their babies live and grow, like a kangaroo. And my friend knows a lot more about possums than I do. I'm trying to remember the things that she told me. She likes possums. I think her spirit animal is a possum. But yeah, she knows a lot about them. I think they're the only marsupial in North America. I think that's what she said, but I don't know if that's really true. Bye, Wendigo. Tell your horse I said hi. What's your horse's name, really quick? I always wanted a horse. They're a lot of work, though, I bet. They probably won't answer, but that's okay. Yeah, they say the key to growing your channel is going live, so, and making actual videos and not just shorts. And the shorts is what I really like to make, so. But I used to have TikTok, and in the quarantine years, and so I have a lot of TikTok ideas about making shorts. So that's what I'm used to doing. And when YouTube started shorts on here, that was just like perfect for me. But I think my TikTok is still out there somewhere. I like with chat. Okay. Alone, do you like anime too? I really like movies. And lately I've on YouTube I save short movies, like short films, and I save them to a list on my page if anyone wants to look at it, but it's like weird obscure movies. And when I had Netflix, I used to just look for them on there. Like, people might know of this on here. Black Mirror was a series that was on there. Death, Love, and Robots was another one. But they're places where, smaller filmmakers can get their movies put into a collection. And now that the internet's out, like, you don't have to wait on Netflix to put it all into a collection. So when I figured that out, I got really excited and I started watching a bunch of these movies. And they're mostly, you can do scary, horror, suspense, sci-fi. I think that's pretty much the ones that I really like. I absolutely love space movies. And I love the short films because I don't have to spend 2 hours figuring out what's going on. They're anywhere from 10 to 25 minutes long, and if it's a good movie, it'll tell you the whole thing and it'll just blow your mind. And it's so cool. Like, I love that, these are the creators in the film industry they're trying so hard to get noticed. And it's not the shit that's being put out in the theaters, because to me, that stuff is just shit. It's just crap anymore. when's the last time you actually saw like a mind-blowing movie in the theaters from Hollywood? It just doesn't happen. And I'm so just interested in that. So yeah, I love to watch anime movies. That's cool. Movies are cool. I like them a lot too. I like movies that make you think about things differently. And like with the space movies, you know, the way to do effects now is so, I don't know, it's just so different. So like smaller filmmakers, they have to get more creative with it. You know, it's not all going to be computer generated. And some of the short movies coming out are, you can tell they're AI. They're just a movie that somebody, I don't know if they buy it, but they buy the rights to do a voiceover to it. And they're so stupid. Like, I do not recommend those. Can't see. Interstellar, Mars, space. Yeah. I liked Interstellar. Unless you're talking about something different. Matthew McConaughey is a trip, though. Like, there is this, okay, so this isn't on YouTube. I haven't found it. It's Guillermo del Toro. I believe that's his name. Um, he's a Spanish, I believe he's Spanish director, but he makes some really bizarre movies. Like, I believe he made Pan's Labyrinth, and that's the only one I can think of right now. But he has a collection on Netflix. I believe it's Netflix, and it's his Cabinet of Curiosities. And so it's a series that he put out where he introduces it in the beginning, and then the movie plays. And the one movie that was on there that like blew my mind last year was called The Artifact. And YouTube doesn't have it. It's not on here that I found, but that movie was really good. And it was only just like a 20-minute movie, but I loved the music, I loved the visuals, and I just was just like blown away by it. And it's very hard for me to really get submersed into a movie like that and just feel like whatever the director or the writer was trying to make me feel. Idioms and vocabulary words, English learned. You have a very strange name. Do you love cats? Yes, I love cats with all of my heart. I don't know any cats that I don't love. Nice. Yeah. But the premise of the artifact was that no, it's called The Viewing. I am so sorry. It's not called The Artifact. That's what I was trying to look up because I couldn't remember it. It's called The Viewing. And this man invites people to his elite home or his mansion or whatever it is to view a piece of art, right? And it turns out to be something from another world. And then the movie's just about like what happens to them. So yeah, it's called The Viewing. But even the guy, like the main guy that owns the little mansion, like he's so creepy. He reminds you of the man from Kill Bill. Just like this old guy with long silver hair who's like a yogi or something, knows the secrets of the universe. So it's very good. My dog is snoring away. He's happy. Did you watch Harry Potter film? They were great. I've watched a few of them. I think the first 3. It's been a very long time ago, though. Justice for dog. What does that mean? Alone? I don't. Are you talking about my dog? I like when he sleeps because he'll move his paws a lot, like he's chasing something. And he'll start huffing. He really likes squirrels, so I like to think that he dreams about them a lot. And probably other dogs. He doesn't like when other dogs come around and he barks. Okay. Yeah, John Wick's really good. Keanu Reeves is amazing. I loved him as John Wick. The Matrix is something I want to rewatch again. I haven't seen them in a long time. And I like to watch them now that I'm more older and I can understand the concepts better. Maybe he's running in a dream. Yeah, I think he's probably running after something. He's old, so he doesn't get to chase squirrels much anymore. If they come in the yard and he sees them before he gets outside, he'll sprint after them and they run up the tree. But Tom Cruise ones? Oh, am I thinking of something wrong? Yes, Tom Cruise is in John Wick. What is Keanu Reeves in? No. Are you sure? I'm confused. I'm sorry. Did you, or were you talking about what I was saying about Matrix? John Wick is Keanu Reeves, right? John Wick is not Tom Cruise. I like the space movie with Tom Cruise in it. I can't remember what that one was called. But he was like patrolling every day with a woman and they lived alone. Mission Impossible. Oh. Yeah, that's going way back. I remember when that was a big deal. Like the scene with him and the red lasers and how he had to like crawl through them. Am I pregnant? No. Why? Because I'm big? That's a random question to just come in here, Reynald, and ask me if I'm pregnant. I'm not pregnant. That would not be good. It's like, how? How would that happen? Silly. Are you pregnant? Sí. Sí, señor. Muy pregnant. How do you say pregnant in Spanish? I don't even know. Don't worry, alone. You're not the father. I don't know who this Reynald is. I know there are people that just say stupid shit, but I like The Martian. Okay, so The Martian had... Was it Matt Damon? Who's in The Martian? I don't know if I've seen it. I'm thinking it's Matt Damon in that one. Matt Damon. So I might not have watched it because I kind of find him annoying. I'm sure if you talked about it, I would remember. So sometimes I forget movies I watch too. Until I start watching them again and I'm like, oh shit. Because I go through these periods where I'll just binge watch lots of things. And then, if you watch 4 movies in 2 days, I mean, for me, I forget. I have to, yeah, if The Martian had Matt Damon, I don't know if I watched it or not. Hoy. Hi, Damien. Your name looks different. Where are you from? Napu is hello. Hello, Napu. Where are you from? The Martian is a must-watch space movie. Okay. I see, and I wonder if I saw it, but I don't know. But yeah, I'll look it up and see if I did. Yeah, I think. Okay, so like there was a time a few years ago where there was a lot of space movies that were released all right in a row. I don't know if that occurred to anybody else too, but because there was Interstellar, there was The Martian. I believe there was one with Sandra Bullock, which that could have been years before. I think that's one where she gets like she's drifting in space alone. That one was really that was a really good movie. Like I really liked the way they made you feel her panic. What about Dune? I recently watched the first one. I think I still have 20 minutes left of it or something. And I put it down and then I never went back to it. I really liked it though, but it was a lot for me to understand. So like I had to watch it over a couple of times, and then that last 20 minutes I don't think I finished it. And then I found out that they were coming out with a new movie, and so I didn't do it. But I have not seen the new one either. Is it out yet? I think it already had its thing. I think it was already a thing. You like Loki? I don't know what that is. Is that a Viking thing? So the only thing that I watch is on YouTube anymore. I don't even get on my Netflix or Amazon Prime. So I'm really behind on new stuff. Ba, 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 da, ba. My daughter started watching Dexter with her boyfriend because he's never seen Dexter. So that's kind of cool. I love Dexter too. And Mad Men. Has anyone here watched Mad Men? Oh my god, that is a series. It's so interesting because it's just a chunk of time there's not a lot out there about it. So it's very interesting. It's about the development of the advertising system in America and how that happened. And it's also, it deals with men and women, the relationships they had then, expectations of women and men, and, their interpersonal lives on the show. This is just really, really good show. It's very hard to watch, though, at times because of the things that happen. It's very adult. But what is my age? Well, have you ever heard that you don't ask a lady how old she is? So, you can guess my age if you want, but I'm old. Belongs Marvel comic. Yes, that blue man. Not Viking. Okay. Well, I know Loki was the character in the Vikings, which the Vikings is a really good series that I was totally into. Oh, Jay, welcome back. What happened, man? Thought you got so mad you left. you go drive around again? Oh yeah, so I don't know the Marvel Loki, what you're talking about. I'm sorry. Is it really good? It's something I have not looked at. And something else that's silly about me, I guess, when I hear commercials for movies, I turn them off. I get mad because I don't like spoilers, right? So I really hate on Spotify and stuff when they tell you about a movie way before, right? So you know what the whole movie is about. You actually hear scenes about it, or if you're watching it on TV, you see it. And it's very annoying to me. So a lot of times when I hear a lot of hype about a movie, I'll completely avoid it and I will never see that movie because I'm pissed off about it. I don't know if anyone else feels like that. But yeah, I'm very, very weird. So like that's why after Harry Potter got so big, I stopped caring. That's why Lord of the Rings got big, I stopped caring. That's why when Star Wars kept releasing new movies, I stopped caring because it was so annoying to me. I don't know if that's the repetitiveness thing that I don't like. I also don't like remake movies. Like Ghostbusters being remade really pissed me off enough to where I didn't even watch it. And I heard it's a good movie, but I lived during the original Ghostbusters. Like, you don't get to redo that and take any kind of glory from it because you can't redo it. Or Indiana Jones, right? Like, I lived during the Indiana Jones era. You don't get to remake that and pop Harrison Ford in there and be like, oh, wow. That's not how it works. So I get angry. I'm annoying. It's stupid. There's probably a lot of good movies I haven't watched because I'm like that. Matt Man is villain in the movie. Oh, okay. Oh gosh, Jay, no love bomber, baby. And I'm back way in the back. All right. Movie, and you have to be able to remember stuff. Well, I don't know what that means, but Jay, welcome back, but it's all good. You can do what you're doing. You're annoying too. Don't annoying me only. I know I'm annoying. Yeah, I love Indiana Jones. Like, I watched the Indiana Jones so much when I was a little kid. Over and over and over. You're old. You're 62. Okay. No, it's fine. It's fine that you're 62. Congratulations. I'm happy you're 62. So, Alone, you said Mad Men is the villain in the movie. So the guy from Mad Men is in what movie that he's a villain? Is it the Loki movie like you were talking about? Yeah, and like, where did that person go that asked if I was pregnant? Because they're not here. I can't see when people come and go, though. It's so funny to me. I'm going to be getting out now. Wow. Jay, you can fall asleep. It sounds like you've had a day already. You may pass out. Somebody should sleep. Idiom says, how do you handle being alone? I stay away from parents and feel a little bit lonely too sometimes, but it's fine in all other ways. I busy myself with stuff, or like I'm on YouTube watching stuff. Like it depends, but I feel like I do a lot of chores. I do a lot of things, but I have a house and I have animals, and I have to take care of them, and it's like an everyday thing. So it's really all I can do just to take care of them, and that doesn't leave much time to be lonely. And usually when I'm doing that kind of stuff, I have my music on. I listen to headphones a lot. So I always have music or talking, or like it depends on the mood I'm in. I have a couple channels I watch every day. And depending on if I'm looking to, self improve, or if I'm looking for the political tea, or if I'm uh, listening to somebody talk about, a special interest or something while I'm doing dishes, like I do that. But when I'm lonely at night, though, yeah, that sucks. To talk, to interact, to laugh and smile and just be comfortable with. And that's when it's hard, you know. So I don't handle it all the time very well. But yeah. And don't get pucker face. Okay. Now there's a party boat, charter boat ride of through process. I don't know what that is. No, he's not in Loki movie. It's anime. Their hero is so here and oh, okay. Mike is back. Hey, Mike. I couldn't sleep. FML. Hey, that's fine. We can be in the club together for a little bit. Jay's back, Mike. Oh, he's leaving. Now I'm be right out. Be out right now. Ugh, the typing different is driving me nuts because I feel like I'm not reading right. Okay, basically Jay is saying he's taking off for a little bit. That's fine. That's totally fine. Mike can't sleep. I passed it along. That's funny. It's not funny. I'm sorry, Mike. Hopefully you can still sleep. I usually listen to, so I have another playlist on my channel for like sleep ASMR basically, but like have you ever heard of white noise and brown noise and purple noise and pink noise and fan noise? So this one channel, that's what he makes. And they're 12-hour long videos, black screen. So you can just put them on all night if you want. And I love them. And I like to change them, I guess, depending on what my mood is or what my ears want to hear or what's pleasing to my ears. But that's what I listen to kind of get tired and go to sleep. It's so hard to sleep with headphones on, though, because the way that they are, you squish your ears, or it's off of your ear, or like you wake up and one ear is just completely being flattened to death and it's like got no circulation. And I can just imagine with like earbuds. I don't think earbuds would stay in my ears. There's no way. I move too much at night. Sorry, I see. Nestor's back. Hey, Nestor. That's cool. Is it because you can't sleep? Mike just came back too. Justice with me if you go with Mike. I'm not going with anybody. Idiom says, I also feel the same. Best wishes for you. Wish you to get besties soon. Thank you. My favorite white noise is listening to Panda Mommy. It's Panda Mama. Panda Mommy. That's funny, Nestor. You're silly. My favorite one is Midnight Melancholy. Okay. And is that the anime that you're talking about? Or am I confused? I could be confused. I'm so sorry if I am. Nestor, you're goofy. I don't think I can make a white noise sound. White noise is like a TV screen, like old school. The popcorn noise. Or a fan. But sometimes the color noises are too deep, right, for my ears. It'll almost give me a headache, so I have to go through and pick the ones. But yeah, I made a playlist on my channel for other people if they ever wanted to listen, because I find them so helpful. And I think of all the nights I've ever not slept and could have totally used that. I used to try to download like an app. There was an app for like white noises and stuff. And I remember I bought my kids these speakers for one Christmas where it plays like there's a lullaby, there's white noise, there's like a low fan and a high fan. And like my daughter still uses it. She likes the lullaby and she likes the waterfall sound on there. So it's interesting to me that I can get that on YouTube with my headphones and just have it so close to me. So like you can, one of them is sensory deprivation tank. That one is really intense, but it really works if you can get yourself to kind of get in a relaxed, like I'll use like my room in the day is pretty dark, or I have blind. I don't want to say blindfold, but because that sounds bad. But I have an eye mask, right? Like I can put on my eyes and block out the light, and it's nice. It works too. If you're stressed and you've had a shit day, you can just do that and go and isolate for just a little bit, and you can kind of come back from that. Maybe not have a bad day. English, learn daily. You got to change your name. Oh, Nestor saying, I know it is a very strange name, but maybe that's what their page is like. Stop. Maybe that's what their page is all about or something, Nestor. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I'll look it up, idioms. Midnight Melancholy. Mike. Yeah, see, that could be. So maybe your wife likes that. Maybe it helps her sleep too, the noise of it. It's good that you use your CPAP machine though, because it's very important if you've been diagnosed with sleep apnea to handle that. Otherwise your body will hurt from it. Your heart will get hurt. My stepdad has that. So bro, Nestor, suggest a decent name for me. Well, what is your actual name, idioms? Mike number 2. No. Just don't call him Jay. Can I recommend anime movie you like to watch? Okay. You want to recommend it alone? Go ahead. James. Hi, James. Or James M. Do you have a cat? Yes, I have a cat. I have 4 cats. And I have a couple neighborhood cats that I say hi to outside. They aren't mine, but I mean, I love them. I feed them if they're hungry and give them water. Thank you, Idioms, for knowing I have multiple cats. How did you know that? I only just said that. That's weird. Yeah, I have 4 cats right now that live inside. One of them, he goes outside for almost half of his day, so but he still comes home to sleep, and he comes home to eat lunch and dinner, and then he goes back out each time. So in a little bit I'll go out and see if he's home. It's about time for him to come home. But yeah, other than that, the other ones stay in all the time. Well, Chatty, the Manx, she's not in here anymore. The senior Manx I have, she's a calico Manx, and she has no tail, and she's old. I don't know how old because she came to us as a rescue, but um, the past year I've noticed her weight is down. She's kind of getting that arthritis walk, and she does get shots. I take her to get she gets kind of like, I think it's like a steroid shot, and it's a long acting pain relief that cats can get to try to help. And so it does help with the inflammation, because it's almost like her whole body gets inflamed, and we don't really know why. And she's been through a lot of dietary changes and things, but her favorite food is chicken. So now I just make her straight chicken. I cook like chicken legs, and I strip the bones off, and then that's what she eats. And lately she doesn't even want canned food anymore. So, but anyway, I'm just trying to get her weight back up. But she likes to sit outside now. She doesn't leave the backyard. I have a fence too, but she won't leave. But she likes to go sit out there in the sun, and she sits in the shade. She has a little box with a blanket, and so we say it's Chatty's retirement. She's in her retirement era, and that's what she wants to do all day. She wants to go sit outside in the sun. So this is the first year that we've let her do that. She started it in the spring, and she's just done it every single day. She wants to go outside. So we let her out. But we had a hawk. So we live in town, but there's been hawks coming in town. And so sometimes we see one, so we'll bring her in if she's out there. I do not want a hawk trying to get her because she's just laying there, but other than that, she's okay. And she doesn't like other cats. She doesn't have claws. She came to us without claws. So there's nothing I can do for her on that, but she does not mess. Like if another cat comes in the yard, she'll get off her ass and go run to them and like try to beat the shit out of them. So Manx cats are bullies. Like I've researched them, and they're temperamental little shits, and that's just her nature. So she doesn't like any of the other cats. She doesn't like anybody. She likes humans, and she is very connected to humans. So she's able to communicate what she wants by like obsessively tapping. So if I don't get up, like if I'm in my bed now, she'll come over and like start hitting my stuff on my nightstand to get me to get up to go do what she wants. And so she's smart enough to do that. And it's annoying because any other cat I've had, you can tell them no. Like you can train them, you can get them to basically sleep when you sleep. And she just does her own thing. And so now that, she's lower weight, I'm trying to feed her as much as she wants to eat because she obviously needs more. So, but I think something's keeping her from absorbing the nutrients. Let me go back. I was really talking. Nestor says, Panda Mommy, can you give me advice on something? Oh gosh, here we go. Alone says Panda is chubby and cute. Can I suggest your 5th cat name? Can you name her Aurora? Oh, it's a pretty name. I mean, I'll consider it if I get another one. Oh, sorry, I'm losing connection. If Mike number 2, and me were falling off a rope, but you could only save one, where would we go on our first dates? I don't know, is everyone coming with? Because I'm not going to let somebody die and just go on a date. You're funny, Nestor. You are funny. She doesn't date idiots. She is a happy single living woman. Thank you, idioms. Thank you. Mike number 2. That's why she's not dating you. His name is Idioms. What does idioms mean? Isn't that like quirky stuff? I don't know. I don't know what idioms means. Idioms, can you explain what your name means, please? Yeah, I don't really want another cat, but I wouldn't. How I get my cats is I get them as they need a home. Like I don't ever go buy my cats. You know, they find me. So right now there's a couple outside cats that I feel really bad for. I wouldn't mind giving them a home, but my home is only so big. And I spend so much time cleaning them, like cleaning up after them, feeding them. It's very hard work. And it's hard to get cats to live in a small space together because they start acting territorial, you know, and they start marking on things, and then you get mad because they're marking, and it's like it's not their fault. They're just being cats. And also, my dog doesn't like cats, so every time a cat comes in, he's like, really, mom? But he respects them. He's a hound dog, and he's about 70 pounds. So if he wanted to, he could totally kill him. But he learned that to stay here. You know, he came here as a rescue too, and he adapted. He learned that cats are part of his family, but he doesn't like them. But he respects them enough to give them space. So, but like my one cat, I have a tortie cat, and she's a little shit because she's in her second year, I think. So she's still a young one, but she'll lay on the edge of the bed right over his head and wait for him. And so when he gets up or moves, she'll just, you know, and he is a traumatized dog. He hates that shit. And she drives me nuts with that. I catch her doing it all the time. And I don't think she's being mean, but it's to me it's an aggressive behavior, and he does not like it. And he will bark in her face if it makes him mad, but it's like I watch her do it. It's almost like she's like a little sister, you know, being like, I hope he doesn't bite her though. Let me catch up. Mike, I wouldn't be caught hanging off a rope. Me neither. I wouldn't be able to hang off a rope. I can't hold my weight. Okay, on the house now. I don't know what that means. Alone. It says any chance of my. I don't know what that means either. Nestor, I poop in the litter box when they start acting up. Show them the alpha. No. Oh my gosh, Jay. Be respectful. For why she stopped dating? Wow, idiom. You're sassy. Jay. I don't know, Jay. What does that mean, JSM? What? I don't know what S. Sorry. I know what the second part means. Is it what's good? What's everyone saying? It's a good thing. I am so good. We know, Jay, you are so good. Thank you for being so good. What's good? Oh, okay. I don't know. We're just kind of hanging out. Just talking about whatever. I was just talking about my cats forever. But yeah, the two cats outside that concern me. One is a long-haired cat, and he's been an inside cat that got out, crossed town, came to us, and hung out with us for like weeks. And then we had this whole hot spell happen with 100-degree plus days. It was terrible. And he was near death. And his people came to pick him up before that hot degree stuff. And they took him home. and he came back that same day. So he doesn't want to be where they are. And he's such a lovey cat, but he's hot. He's so hot out there. So last week when it was so hot, um, I went outside and he laid on the water bowl. Like he just pushed himself against it. And so the kids were like, Mom, we need to bring him in. So, I'm like, okay, fine. So we brought him into the sunroom we have. And the sunroom is very hot. So we brought down the air conditioner to try to cool it down quick. And we were able to get him cool. And we used cool rags and like an ice block. And he laid on the cold table out there. It's like a marble table. And so he knew he had to cool down, but it was like he was really struggling, and I believe he had heat stroke. So I feel so bad for cats like that, because one, his people didn't come back during that heat wave to get him again, and like where's he gonna go? Like, and if he hasn't been outside his whole life, like he acts like that when it comes to leaving, just the 2 or 3 houses that are around here. He gets almost like nervous or unsure. He doesn't act like a normal outside cat. So I worry about him. And then there's this other gray one that's here, and it's a boy, and it's not fixed, and its parts are very swollen, and like half of his tail is shaved off. And so I don't know if somebody did that on purpose or not, but he's a long-haired cat, and he just screams and screams and cries. He has a collar, like a flea collar on, but I don't know who he belongs to. I don't know if he even belongs here, or if, he showed up and he's just crying for help. So I just put food out for them, and I put out water. And there's a couple houses around here that feed cats too. So I know like these cats have food. It's just like the heat. The heat has been terrible. What's the orphan's favorite flower? I don't know. Oh, Nestor, you're silly. Thank you, Alone. That's nice of you to say that. I think Jay will probably fall asleep soon. I think he's had a long day. H, same thing happened to my cat. What does that mean, H? What's an orphan's favorite flower? Self-rising? I don't know. I don't know. H, I don't know what you meant about your cat, but if something happened, I'm sorry. I hate when things happen to my cats. Please, I am single. Should I adopt a baby? I am 30. Well, I think if you do, being single, that'll be really hard. Um, I'm a single mom, and I have been for all of but 4 years, and it was very hard to do alone. I had my family in the same town, so they did a lot of babysitting while I worked. Um, if I could go back and do it, I would have done it differently. Like, ideally, I would have liked to be in a relationship, stable, able to stay home and raise the kids, and spend time with them. I missed out on a lot of their lives because I was so busy working to provide. So I don't know. You really need to consider that though, because, the child, it should be always about what the child needs. And the child needs a parent who's going to guide them and show them not just, how to get dressed and brush their teeth and things. Like, a parent's job is to teach them about emotions and about behaviors and about things like that. And I didn't have the chance to do that. And I regret that very much because I became a mom and I hadn't dealt with all of my own things that had happened to me as a child and young adult. And when you try to parent and you have a lot of issues, things don't go the way that you want them to. I knew as a mom I wanted to not be like my mom. I wanted to not be her. And then as the years went on, I became her. I just did what she did. I never learned to process and realize that, I guess, how much I had been affected by, her, and how much that would affect my parenting. And yeah, she did help babysit a lot, but a lot of it was her trying to parent my kids with me. So our boundaries were never very good, and she would always overstep. She would always try to take over the parenting. And anytime I would try to stand up for myself, it was looked down on. And so if I could have taken all of that out of it, I think being a single mom would have been hard, but it would have been easier if I didn't have her in my ear all the time, making me question every single thing I try to do for my kids. Because that's my mom. That's what she does. If things aren't her idea, then she'll shoot it down. It doesn't matter what it is, she'll shoot it down. And she's done that forever. So I don't know if that answers your question or not, idiom, but you really need to think about how much time can you dedicate to the baby and, making your life all about that baby, because it's not like they just get to a certain year and you're done with them. And it's a lot. Excuse me, it's a huge dedication. Excuse me. Gosh. Your smile is intoxicating. Thank you, Mike. Mike, too. Please don't have kids. Nestor. Joe and friends, are you sad? Actually, I'm feeling good right now, Joe and friends. Thank you. Hello, Rusty Keys. Welcome back. You're not the first one to leave and come back. Mike is back. Jay came back. Oh, no, I'm missing somebody. Oh my God, I feel like an ass right now. Who else came back? Somebody who went to sleep. That was Mike. I can't remember. I'm so sorry. Yes, Nestor. Nestor's back. Sorry, Nestor's being mean. And Nestor has classified idiom as now is known as Mike number 2. Nestor asked a question and basically said that the two of them would fall off the cliff while me and him went on a date. I'm also turning into my mom, which is bad because I'm a man. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, if your mom's a good person, it might not be bad. I'm sure you probably would not look like a woman. What is the right age of marry? Alone says. Nestor down bad. Michelle says hello. Alone, what is the right age of marry? I don't know. I think everybody's different. But I think before you get married, you really need to make sure that you know the person you're marrying. People can be very fake, and you could be ignoring red flags and, saying this person, oh, I guess making excuses for people, because we all see traits in other people and we're attracted to the traits that we're surrounded with when we're young. That's just a natural thing that happens. So, if you're surrounded by instability, you're going to seek that out subconsciously. You're going to seek out that excitement of life, right? And unless you work on yourself before you get involved in somebody. But yeah, before you marry, you definitely should make sure you should know what you want for the rest of your life. And marriage should not just be about the love feeling. It should be about the actual investment of it. You know, what can both of you offer the relationship, you know, in all kinds of ways. And also, I believe marriage should be about God. And, you know, it isn't just a business agreement. And people that treat it like that, they're wrong. You should definitely make sure you marry your best friend. Because you know, if they're your best friend, even if you get mad at them, they'll still be your best friend. But my experience with seeing marriages is that people marry for the wrong reasons. And they end up finding out they don't really like their spouse. They don't really like who they are. And like my mom is a very domineering woman. So my stepdad is a very submissive person and it works for them. But as an outsider looking in, I'm sad for my stepdad because he's been pushed around by her a lot. He's been made to feel like a piece of shit a lot, you know, to get his stuff done. And that's not right. To me, that's not what a marriage should be. You know, like I don't want to be that person to my partner. I don't want to be watching them like a hawk all the time, like seeing what they're screwing up and what they aren't doing for me. That's wrong. And that's my example of marriage. Like that's what I grew up with. And I have two sisters that went off and married, and they both ended up with shit husbands. They both ended up with husbands who are completely narcissistic pieces of shit. And one of them is divorced now and has gone through the worst custody battle, and he won't let her leave. He won't let her leave Las Vegas and come home. So she's stuck so far away with a child who has special needs, and he's 4. She's been gone that long with him, alone. She doesn't have anybody out there. And it's terrible. And then my other sister lives here in the same town as me, and her husband controls her so much and has for so many years. And I think she's so beaten down that she doesn't know what to do. She can't get away from it. She doesn't believe in herself. And I mean, right now, we're not talking, we're not on speaking terms. And it's hard because I live like 4 blocks from her. But I had to put up some serious boundaries in my family when I started doing the work on myself, because basically what was happening is my kids were being um, my kids were being trained to think that they weren't good enough, and they were acting like they weren't good enough. My oldest daughter really struggles with depression, and she hates herself, and she has no self-esteem, and she's better now than she was when she was 15, but it's been a hell of a ride. It's been hell. And I had to put my feet down and stand up for my children, my daughter, and say, we are not putting up with this shit anymore. And it caused a huge rift. It caused a huge rift in my family. But I had to claim my life. I had to claim my space. I had to claim my home. And I had to say that I am the one running this ship. I don't need anybody else to do it for me. And that was really hard to do. After being raised to be so dependent, it was really hard to do. And that's part of it. Like when you marry someone, you need to make sure you know how they are in their family. You know, spend time with them in their family element. Figure out all the weird shit that their family does, because you're gonna have to put up with that for the rest of the marriage. So you need to make sure you like the family too. Let's see. That was really going on. So Joe said, "Are you sad?" Rusty's back. Okay, here we go. Rusty Keys is now mic number 3. I don't know why, Nestor, you get this ability to qualify people on my channel, but Matt says, good morning, everyone from North Alabama. Hello, Matt. Is it morning time? Mike, I'm glad there was only one number 1, Mike. Yes, that's you. Who's mic number 4? Is there another mic here? I'm so confused. Promised my best friend that if we were single by 20 or 30, we would get married. Hey, that's a good pact to have. You need to have that person. You know, and that's the person, if the world goes to shit, you're going to find them, right? You're going to go to them. Stepdad is beta like Mike. Okay. Nestor says, I do everything for my partner and communicate with them all the time. Show her how beautiful she is and let her know that she's the best panda mommy. Panda mommy. You're funny. I mean, it's good. It's a good motto to have, right? Rusty says, probably shouldn't have commented that before you explained the whole story. Who? Idiom says, dear, I wish you all a very happy life and future. Thank you, Idiom. Alone, yeah, but I have not female friends. Almost done with me getting in bed. Wow, you're taking forever, Jay. Rusty Keys is, I'm confusing myself here. That's okay. Yes, Jay, go to sleep. Uncle Jay's back in the house. He's getting ready for bed. He's been out running around the town. Yeah, but it's hard. My brain has been messed up by the people that help program it, right? My parents, my family. So that's what my therapy's been about, and my journaling and that stuff is I'm trying to deal with the things that for years I put up with and I thought was normal, and it's not. And it's not okay that, you know, I was made to do that. And so I get to pick through that and make myself remember things that I don't want to, but to deal with them and process them and get over them. So it's not always fun. Like today was shit. Today was about an ex that really hurt me, and my counselor wanted to talk about it. It was very hard. But, you know, she's a great counselor, so I trust her. And the fact that she can tell me after we do it, she's like, wow, you've really worked hard today. And it's really nice that she recognizes that and says that to me, because when you open yourself up, you feel vulnerable, you know, you feel completely exposed. You know, if you're talking about something like abuse, you know, something that's really scary to you. So if you open up and tell that to another person, that person has so much power in that moment to either shame you, blame you, forgive you, show you compassion or sympathy or empathy. And like my counselor, she's so good at knowing what I need to hear in those vulnerable moments. So she's helping to build back up that side of me that has got hurt so many times from showing who I am. And so like I really like her. Here's one of my cats. Hi Bella. I'm talking to friends. Yes, I have friends. Oh, baby. Yeah. You guys can really see her. She's the tortie. So she's kind of dark. Yes. This is the one that picks on the doggy. I honestly think she just wants to play with him. She's so playful. But she's a good girl.
Paws are stinky.
She's my cat. If I rot in bed too much, she'll come up and do this. She does it to check on me.
Yeah, she's a good girl. Love you too, big people. Oh, you're so pretty. She's a pretty girl. I'm sorry, I can't see the screen. I don't have my glasses on. Cat hair on my nose. Oh my gosh, would you stop sniffing me? She's sniffing my armpit. That tickles you, goober. Alright, get down. Thank you.
Sorry, I wanted to get back to little. Uncle Jay gave me my first cigarette when I was 3. Mike, I am 5'6.25". How tall are you? Is it wise for a girl to become self-dependent first and then get married? If we need that time to get self-dependent economically, should we give us... Yeah, I think that that's a smart idea. I definitely think that's smart. Because otherwise, as a young girl, you could be setting yourself up to become completely dependent on your spouse. And sometimes that works for people, but sometimes that can be kind of held over their head, you know. But if you have that experience in maybe the workforce or doing your own thing, you definitely have more to bring to the relationship, I think. Said getting in bed, not being offense, but in bed for me. To be honest, I'm not a fan of watching the live sitting. I don't know. I'm sorry. Maybe old men sleep early and wake up late night for searching. Your cat is lucky. Yeah, she's a sweet cat. She's my anxiety cat. So when we come home, she demands attention and she wants a hug. You got to pick her up and hug her. And she'll like rub on you and stuff. She loves it. But she'll sit and cry. You could be gone like an hour and she'll do it. She did it today when we went out.
Hi, baby. He's a big girl. Where's the doggy? Oh, Bella.
She has a thing for fingers. Like she nurses a lot. So the neighbors got her and they put her outside because she was marking in their house. And like I thought she escaped from their house because all of a sudden there was this cat outside crying and crying. You know, I thought it got out of their window or something. And so I kept her in my sunroom all weekend. And they came home and I was like, hey, I have your cat. And they're like, oh no, we put her out on purpose because she was peeing. And we had spent all weekend with her, you know. And I was like, that's so sad because she's so sweet. Because all she did the whole time was just snuggle on us. She wanted so much attention. She was frantic, like just frantic. And not like mad, but she just needed that attention. And
her ears had felt so hot and her paws, and I ended up taking her to the vet. And by the time I got her to the vet, like, I mean, it wasn't right away I took her either, but she had a serious UTI, so she had a urinary tract infection. So that's what was making her pee, and that's why her paws were so hot. She had a fever. And so we got her medicine, and she actually had to have two different rounds of medicine to clear up whatever was going on. So I have her on it. She takes probiotics now for cats. I think it helps her. But she is a very nervous cat, so I just give her all the love that she needs. But yeah, I felt so bad for her because they just put her out. And the lady had said when they found her, she was a kitten at their work, and they kept her in a barrel for like 2 days at the workplace. So I don't know any more about that story, but I thought that was terrible. Like, why would you keep a kitten in a barrel for any time? Like, you would just take it somewhere safe. So I don't know if that has to do with why she's a little bit nervous about being trapped. She doesn't like when doors are closed. She likes to open the doors. So, and she'll bust through a door to get it open. So yeah, I don't know. But she's a good girl. She eats too much though. So she's heavy. I'm trying to get her to slim down, but what? Yeah, another part of having cats is you have to play with them. Like, yes, they can play with each other, but like she needs to exercise, and that takes time too. Oh, I want the hair tie, huh? You're silly. You're silly. It's for me. That's for me. She's a pretty girl. So if you watch my video, I have a channel. I have a lot of videos of my cats. You can't see your face. It's so dark. Hi, baby Belle. Her nickname is Baby Belle Cheese. Baybelle. Okay. Yes, thank you. She's hot. It's like it's making me sweat. Okay. I want to see what is going on with this chat. Jay says, okay, I already saw that. You're not a fan of the live. I don't know why. Oh, well, thank you, idioms. Nestor. Nestor's the referee. All right, I'm going to stop. I don't know what that means. Are you leaving? Bye, Panda. I go for a shower. We meet later. Okay, bye, Alone. Thank you for being here. Oh, idioms. Mic number 2 says, okay, here is the last one thing for me. What is the one thing you would say to yourself if you were at my age, 30? What do I wish I would have known about that nobody told me about that would be better in your life? That's what I like, kind of what I was talking about with the therapy and stuff. I don't know if you've ever been mistreated or abused, if you get along well with your parents or your family. If you do, that's good. But if you don't, I think it's important for you to be able to have a counselor and kind of work through that and realize, what do you want from your life? I wish I would have been able to do that, because right now I would be on a different path. I would not have gone through a lot of the heartache I went through in my 30s if I had understood the amount of work that I should have done. So I guess that's my advice to you. And the other thing is to make sure that you leave time for yourself. Like, don't give up your interests. Keep your interest going.
Don't let other people say that you can't go and do certain things because, you know, like if you like golfing, go and golf. If you like playing the piano, keep playing it. If you like the stars, make time to go and study the stars or look at them. If you like swimming, make time to swim. Like all that stuff, that's what life is about. And I feel like we kind of get sucked into the idea of working and coming home and working and coming home. Maybe taking a vacation here and there, but working and coming home. And it's always about that. And that to me sucks the life out of you. It really makes you feel like life is dull, it's boring. You might buy into drama more, like either in family or online or in the news, like because you're just bored. You're not loving yourself. And I kind of think like if you can remember when you were a child, the things that made you really happy. Those are the things that you still need to do when you're an adult. You know, like me, I love plants. I love flowers. So in this part of my life, I've been really focusing on my planting, you know, my outdoor gardens and my indoor plants. They're a big part of me now, and I enjoy it. And I go on walks and I take pictures of flowers. I take pictures of plants that I like, and it's a hobby. And I'm trying to figure out all the things that make me me and not the things that everyone told me I was. And I guess the things that I thought I had to be. So, yeah, keep your interests going and develop them and keep learning, you know, and make time for yourself. That's my advice. You're welcome, idioms. Nestor says, Mike, too, my advice to you is to just raw dog life. Don't talk to strangers and go to the casino more often. I'm 25. Casino might be cool. I don't really have them where I live. Like, it's a drive. I I don't know. Like I said, my sister lives in Vegas, so I've been to casinos. I just don't really get into them. They're very busy, very loud. I'd rather go sit by a lake. Yeah, but it's something I wish I would have prioritized more is the things that make me me. And I mean, I get to do it now, but I also have a lot of guilt attached to that because I was raised by guilt and shame. So whenever I took time for myself, it was like I was made to feel bad about it. And it's really hard for me to not feel that when I'm, um, you know, doing stuff for myself. Like I always have this voice in my head that says, you shouldn't spend money on that. Or, you know, why aren't you at home with your kids? You know, why would you go to a concert? You know, anything. Or why would you go to the store unnecessarily? Like it's fun to go shopping. It's fun to go and look for like a new candle at Goodwill or something, you know. And I shouldn't have to feel guilty about it. That's my choice if I want to go. But I always have my mom's voice in my head telling me that I'm not good enough. So that's really hard to work through. I really appreciate you. You just made my day. Oh, you're welcome, idioms. I hope you have a good day too. Hopefully I see you again if I go live again. I actually feel pretty good about this. This is nice. I wasn't sure what would happen if I just randomly went live in my room, but this has been pretty cool. I mean, it's already been 2.5 hours. That's weird, isn't it? It's like crazy fast. I guess normally I would just be scrolling for 2.5 hours. It's hot. I'm not sure what time it is though, so I probably have to go soon to go to bed. Let me see what this clock says. No, it's only 2. It's not that late. Sometimes I stay up till 5. Yeah, it's bad. Thank you all for helping me tonight talking about stuff. It's been really nice. been a good distraction. Mud shark. Is this a fart stream? Wow. What does that mean? People fart on their streams? That's terrible. No, this is not a fart stream. Unless my dog farts. I can't help that. He does fart. He did a little bit ago. But that was not me. I would not do that. So if somebody's out there having fart streams, that's disgusting, Mud Shark. Panda Mama, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate me? And because I know you'll say 10, what's the thing you like me doing so I can do more? You're funny. What does that mean? Are you being nasty? What does that mean? Balloon knot. I don't know what that means. She's mine. Nestor, I think you're the one I should be worried about here. Not Jay. You're on the MILF status. Cool. Mud Shark is mic number 4. I thought you named a mic number 4. I thought you named a mic number 4. It's silly. Yeah, Mud Shark, if you're coming in here to be nasty, you can go away. Nestor will kick your ass. Yeah. Mic number 1 is mic number 4. Okay. Mud Shark, more like Mud Shart. I know. He came in here talking about farting. That's weird, isn't it? Please tell me people don't do that on their lives. That's... I've seen some interesting lives. I've seen some where I'm like, I can't believe they did that, but never farting. Haven't seen that yet. It is really upsetting to me how some people can go onto people's videos and just comment really terrible things. So I do appreciate that nobody's really done that tonight, because I've seen some nasty comments, and even on young girls' videos. Like, come on. People should not act like that. It's very popular. Hey, Shanice. I don't know who Shanice is. I never do that to my Pookie Panda. Mud Shark, what is very popular? The farting thing? No. That just shows you how people are so desperate for money and stuff. What are they getting from that? I would love my channel to be monetized, but it's going to take a lot to get me there. And I definitely wouldn't do it by farting. Flatulence. Yes, I get what you're saying. It's gross. It's stupid. People are weird. Yeah, like some... Do you guys ever watch the ASMR ones? That's Chatty. Chatty! Come here. Well, come here. She's pawing at the door instead of coming in here because she wants me to get up. She's probably hungry. It's time for the chicken. Kim K, don't fart. Oil up, bae. All right, Mr. Mud Shark. This is not that kind of a chat. I know I'm a girl, and that might make you feel a certain way, but you don't need to talk like that. It's called respect.
And I can't pronounce your name. Deep Jyoti Basumatari. Ooh, where are you from? That is a fancy name. Yeah. Put user in timeout. There. I put him in timeout. I've never done that, but it's nice. I mean, I could do it, so I did it. Don't make me put you in timeout, Mud Shark, because I just did. Oh, it took all of his time. It took all of his messages away. Wow, that is a powerful tool. Holy cow. Yeah, I just was like, bam, you're gone. Nice. I know some channels have moderators, right? I don't know how all that works. If they hire people or if it's just volunteers. Like people who are like, oh, when you see me live, go to my live and you can like boot people out. Because some people's chats get really nasty. They get really mean. I don't know. I think people are they're played by their governments to get angry, right? We're all in this tension state. And then we just go online and take it out on each other instead of dealing with the issues. Like, we need to deal with the leaders that are causing all this chaos because people don't have to fight. And I feel like we're smart enough to figure that out. Like, we've been around long enough to figure out how to get along. We all pretty much know how to. And it's just this constant state of bitching about each other that we see on the news and online, and everybody's pissed off all the time. Yeah, some chats can get really mean. Like, there are some people who put content out. I don't know how they still do it because, like, they're constantly picked on for being the way that they are. Nestor. Okay, Nestor. I'm not putting you in timeout. You protect me. Maybe she is from India. I don't know. I'm still kind of blown away. It took all of his comments away. That's pretty cool. Because that takes care of it all, you know, if he was being shitty. Like, what did he say? I don't know what he said at first. It's fine. I don't need to remember what he said. He was being sick, though. Southeast Asia. Aw. Idioms is spreading his knowledge or their knowledge of vocabulary words. Let's get it. Hi. Hi, let's get it. I'm still here. Hi from Iran. Ooh, okay. Hi. I'm in Ohio, America. Our seasons are getting ready to change here, so that's cool. Today felt more like summer, but yesterday felt like fall. When we walked by the lake, the wind was blowing in the trees, and it was just like a fall day. And we went today, and it was like sweating again. So yeah, Ohio's doing that thing where it's going to be back and forth for a while, but yeah, fall is coming, so it's exciting. I like spring and fall when it changes. I have to be aware of it because I can get really sad in the fall when things change. And I've noticed that. And I've learned that you have anniversary dates to trauma. So if you have something that happened a certain time of year or a certain day or whatever, you can be you could be triggered into a trauma response on an anniversary date without really realizing it. So that could explain why the fall has always affected me in this kind of, I'm excited for it, but then I'm not. Like, I'm excited for it, but then it's like I get really, really sad. Usually by the end of October, I'm starting to feel just really like there's nothing to look forward to. I'm starting to dread the holidays. So I really think there is something to the anniversary trauma thing for some people, because you literally can wake up and just feel like off, right? Like something's wrong. You don't know what it is. You just don't feel good. You don't want to go out. You don't want to really do much of anything. You kind of feel unsafe. And it really could just be tied to an old memory. And if you think about it, animals act like that. Because, like my dog, he's been traumatized by his previous owners. When we got him, he was very scared to be in the house, very scared of everything. And he had to learn how to trust us. And it took so long. And knowing that and seeing that he could be triggered, by the sound of thunder can make him go and hide because of whatever memories are attached to that. Fireworks, flashing lights, loud, unpredictable sounds, like out of his peripheral vision, will make him almost fall over in fear. And there have been days where he's just woken up and just been down, just been sad, almost like he got in trouble. And I think it's like that for him, because I don't know the stuff that he's been through, but I know it was bad. I know it was bad enough for him to be afraid of certain things. So, but yeah, he's really spoiled old dog. And all he cares about is food. It's food and food and food. And who's eating food and who has the food and who brought the food home and what cats are eating food. And is there food outside? And did anyone throw food out? Like, he's so obsessed. And he likes to walk. We do walk. He likes to go out. So he always has the biggest smile after a walk. That's weird. Why I'm here, I don't know. Panda Mommy, if we were having a picnic and laying down watching clouds, would you hold my hand? Oh, that would be nice. Nestor, you're 25. So no, I wouldn't hold your hand. Like, I could literally be your mom. I wish we had fall. We go directly from summer to winter. Oh, yeah. That would... Is your winter mild, or is it like, do you get snow? Let's Get It says, how you guys can cope with winter. It's all cold and rainy. Well, and then it's rainy and sun. Okay. Dear, don't let your past to blackmail your present and ruin a beautiful... I know. That's what I'm fighting, is because that's what I've done, for my life. So it's very hard to rewrite your programming in your brain, but I'm getting it done. It just doesn't go as fast as I want it to. Winter, I like winter because let's see the things I like about winter. I like that if you get too hot, you can go outside and cool down. I like when it snows and it shuts down the whole town because nobody can get out. And so when you go outside, it's so quiet, and the way that it like holds the sound in, it just changes. It feels cozy. And then I like making cookies in the winter. I love making Christmas cookies and baking and experimenting with different recipes and things. I like, I'm trying to think of what else I like in winter. I hate it though, because I always feel like winter is always about Christmas, right? It's always about you got to get presents. You got to get the presents for the kids, for your family. Like we would always get presents for every person, and it was a lot. Like there are some families that don't do that, and I wish that that could have been me, because like now I don't know what to get people, and that's very stressful. And it's hard because if you get someone just a gift card, you feel like it's generic, you know. So, but yeah, holidays can be what like we kind of learned that this year and last year with the dividing of my family. Holidays can be what I want them to be. And like last Christmas I really struggled because I wasn't feeling the holiday spirit or what I guess I thought was the holiday spirit because I wasn't in contact with my family. You know, I didn't have plans for Christmas with mom and my stepdad and my sisters and the cousins and everything. And so I guess I just felt really sad about it and I didn't want to deal with it and I didn't know what to do. And, you know, in talking with my daughter, like we get to make up our own traditions now. We get to do that. And nobody else has to come in and say that it's stupid or it's dumb or we shouldn't do that or that's not the right way. Like, so that helps. But I have to remind myself that, you know, when the anxiety starts building and I start getting nervous about it, I have to remind myself that Christmas can be what I make it. Thanksgiving can be what I make it. You know, even Halloween, it can be what I make it. Easter, they can all be about what I want it to be about instead of what everyone else wanted it to be about. And that's different kind of feeling. And for me, that feels scary because I don't know what to make it about. Because I don't want it to just be what we were doing because it was highly stressful. You know, to go to someone's house and potentially fight with them or have raised words or, you know, being around a lot of alcohol. You know, I don't drink alcohol. My kids' father was an alcoholic, so to have them around any alcohol or anyone drinking it is a huge trigger for their trauma. So, you know, it's not what I want. It's not what they want. So, yeah, this year I'll make that a goal. This year will be better than last year. So, we're coming up on the fall and then, you know, Thanksgiving and Christmas, but maybe we could go away. It's hard with all my animals to plan a vacation. Like, we didn't go on a vacation this year, and it sucks. I know Lydia really wanted to go. But for me to hire someone to watch all the animals would be really hard for me to trust somebody. And I've done it before, and she didn't do a very good job. She did good with Bud, but with the cats, she overfed them psychotically. And, like, I couldn't believe when we came home the amount of shit all over the litter box, like just diarrhea shit. Sorry to gross anyone out, but my cats don't have that problem. And this lady was just like, I don't know what she was, I don't know what she was doing, but I felt so bad. So I haven't hired someone any like ever again. And before it would be my mom that would help take care of the animals, but I'm not going to ask her to do it. So yeah, I'm limited with vacations, but wouldn't that be fun to go away for like the cold months? Go stay in a cabin, just kind of be isolated for a few days or a week. It'd be really cool. Cabins are cool. I like the mountains too. Mountains are really pretty. Bella, please don't scratch the wall. Let's see if anyone's chatting. Sorry, I'm not paying attention. HB Life, you look good. Oh, thank you, HB Life. Sorry, I didn't read that right away. Nestor says I cook a turkey for Christmas. I hang shoes as a stocking and leave milk and cookies under a palm tree. Oh, okay. Is that true, Nestor? That's different. It's cool. Do you eat the milk and cookies? Because that's part of it. Alcohol ruins families. Yes, it does. Alcohol is terrible. Alcohol doesn't run in my family, it drives. Oh, yeah. Yeah, alcohol sucks. I see a lot of people suffering with that addiction. The fact that it's not looked down on as much as marijuana or smoking drives me nuts. Because there are still alcohol commercials everywhere promoting alcohol. And that's not fair to people that struggle with it. Just like cigarettes and pot isn't. You know, if it's in your face, like they said, you can't have commercials for cigarettes anymore. They don't like cigarettes in movies, right? On TV. And it's like they just didn't care about alcohol. Baby. Hello. Welcome back. You went to see the video? Bella is showing off. She's up here with me, and Chatty's down on the floor staring like, hello. She's growling. Chatty, it's okay. Bella, don't push your luck. Bella. She's a shit. She like jumped right on top of her. That's what I think. She just wants to play. So man. Is that how you say it? Can I touch you? No, you cannot touch me. How are you going to touch me? Yes, thank you, Nestor. Nestor is my bodyguard. So, Sandra Sanchez. Hello. Hello, Sandra. I touched my phone. Okay. So you can do the tap twice and like my video. touch. No, you cannot touch me in real life. Already like. Well, thanks. People ask some weird questions, huh? It's whatever. I think some people are out to shock people. Where are you from? Says Sandra. I'm from Ohio in the United States. Where are you from, Sandra? I like the idea of getting people from around the world. I feel like our internet is so regulated by the powers that be. So sometimes on my videos, I'll put like hashtag Instagram India, just so maybe my stuff will be over in India. Because how else is it supposed to get around the world if they restrict everything? And when I scroll through lives, I get a lot of people from India and other countries, which is interesting because when you just look through your regular feed, you don't see all of that. It won't suggest other countries to you at all. Okay. Well, thank you. You didn't say where you were from, though. I like to hear. It's interesting to me. I think it's really cool that 42 people have voted in the poll. I can see it at the bottom. That's cool. Thank you all for voting. That makes me happy. Oh my goodness. Girls. Bella. Bella. Come here, kitty. Come here. Play with this. She gets frisky. Well, I'm probably going to have to go because I have to go feed Chatty. I should go to bed, I think. This was fun. Thank you all for being here. I think I'll do this again. Thank you. It's fun to do this. It's weird, isn't it? I was thinking too, when I did a walking live, which is really bad, so please don't watch it, but uh it's the first one I've done where I was walking Bud and I did it. And at first I was embarrassed to talk because I'm like walking on the street talking to who, right? Like basically I'm talking to myself. So then as I was doing it, I was just like, wow, this is fun because I can just talk and nobody knows if I'm talking to anybody. And it's not their business. So yeah, I can do lives and live my life and not really care if people what they're thinking about me. So I think I really like that because for me myself, I talk to myself a lot. And so if I can be in public and get away with it, it makes me feel better about being in public. You ever been in the store and you're by yourself and you're talking to yourself and somebody sees you or hears you? Because it's really embarrassing. But I do it a lot. And the more alone you are, the more likely you are to do it in front of somebody, like in the store or something, because you don't think about it anymore as being weird. So it is kind of cool doing that with lives because it's like I have friends. I can have some friends to accompany me doing things. So, oh, thank you, Nestor. You're really sweet. Yeah, it's kind of cool how that happens, huh? Maybe when I do another live, you'll get it notified or something and you'll come back on. I'm sure if I do another one, it'll be about this time too. Because I'm usually up at this time. So, all right. Thank you guys. I'm pretty sure Jay's asleep. I think Mike either left or went to sleep too. He had to go to work tomorrow. So, alone is gone, I think. But it was so nice chit chatting. And thank you so much for listening to me talk about stuff. Thanks for being here with me too. Okay. Have a good night. Bye bye.